Hi there, everybody, and welcome to the latest of our how-to webinar series. We're going to run this one a bit like a fireside chat. We did one of those last year and it went down well, so we're using the same format again. I'm joined by Paul, who's the founder of Bespin Labs, the makers of Patronum. And in this session, we're going to talk specifically about the launch of Patronum Plus. It's a big year for Bespin this year with the launch of the new new tier of Patronum. So we're going to dig into why that's a good thing, which kind of organizations might want to use that, and whether it's worth upgrading or not. So first question, I guess, Paul, why introduce another tier of Patronum called Patronum Plus? What's the benefit?
Hi Stuart, thanks for joining me on this particular webinar, and hello and Happy New Year to everybody who is joining us on the webinar. So the reason for Patronum Plus is that we wanted to add extra functionality to the platform. We see that one of the main challenges within Google Workspace is oversharing, and there's a lot of files that organizations have collated over the years, and one of the things that we wanted to do was to identify who you're sharing with, which users in your organization are sharing, and also, more importantly, what can you do about that oversharing. And so with Patronum Plus, we've added the ability to allow you to automatically unshare particular files based on maybe a label or maybe the individuals that you are sharing your files with. So a scenario would be that your internal users, they're been collaborating and they've shared a file with somebody on Gmail. Now, you might want that to happen to facilitate collaboration, but what you don't necessarily want is for that file to be constantly shared with a consumer account, especially if that consumer account has got edit access and they have the ability to reshare that file onwards. You don't get notified just due to the way that Google sharing works, and that individual could then reshare and share that particular file, and that might contain confidential or sensitive information. So we wanted to provide that level of functionality, but what we didn't want to do is increase the price of Patronum for everybody. We wanted to give people choice. In order to dredge and cache and do all the calculations that we're doing with Patronum Plus, it is extremely expensive for us to provide that level of service. Because obviously we have to host all our data on Google Cloud. We consume Kubernetes instances. We consume a lot of database reads and writes, and we're moving data around the Google infrastructure. So it costs us a lot on a month-by-month.
Computationally very intensive.
It's extremely intensive, and so our bills from a Patronum Plus perspective, have pretty much doubled. And so we didn't feel it was appropriate for us to increase everybody's price, because some customers use Patronum for one or two functional elements of the product, such as email signatures or user onboarding or user offboarding, and we didn't feel it was necessary to push everybody to a higher level of the service. We've always been very, very transparent when it comes to our pricing. All the pricing is on the website, and I'm not the kind of individual that wants to squeeze customers for as much as we can get. I believe that good business is fair business, and we want to keep our base pricing the same that it's always been. So from a US dollar perspective, it's been $8 from day one, and we've never increased that price. We can see other competitors in the market who year on year are increasing their prices. We want to keep, as much as we can, the price point of the base Patronum that all of our customers have previously subscribed to the same price. If people feel that they want that additional functionality around drive management and drive security, then there is that uplift. And so we're giving
Yeah.
people choice, which is really the reason why we've got that extra tier
Extra two.
of Patronum.
So in simple terms, I guess you'd say if you're just wanting to have people-based policies and just manage people and profiles and onboarding and offboarding, you can stick with the base Patronum. If you want that extra functionality of drive and file-based policies, managing file sharing and that kind of thing, then you need Patronum Plus. So is there a particular type of organization you would say would want Patronum Plus over and above the base, or is it anybody, I guess?
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's anybody that deals with or treats security as an important element of their organisation. And for me, the differentiation between Patronum and Patronum Plus, today it's just drive policies. But moving forward, we're going to be looking at Patronum as the user lifecycle management product. So anything to do with your users, user onboarding, user offboarding, managing the users, reporting on user activity, all those kind of things, that will be the base Patronum. And we've got a number of new features coming out within the next month or so, specifically around users and users' data and what you can do when someone gets offboarded and all those kind of things. And we're quite excited about the new features that we've got coming around offboarding, like I say, over the next couple of months. Our focus for Patronum Plus is going to be security. So think of things like your drive security, which we've already got, putting potentially AI over the top of that.
No.
That may be something that we could look at in the future. You'll notice on the menu, we've also got apps. So at the moment, you can view the number of apps that you've got in your organization, who's got which apps, who has installed an app, and what level of access does that app have to your Google Workspace environment. We will be adding apps-based policies.
Right.
So that's really where our differentiation is going to come. If it's going to be security related, it will fit inside the Patronum Plus product. If it is people based or user based features and functionality, that will be in the base product. And that's where our kind of like the line when it comes to which part of the products we're going to be putting those particular features in, because generally speaking, security and those kind of elements tend to be more of the enterprise organizations. And so, yeah, if you're looking for security, that's going to be Patronum Plus. But you do need the base Patronum product.
Yeah, yes,
in order to upgrade from that to Patronum Plus.
Yeah. Now, people have had an extended trial period while Patronum Plus has been rolling out. People have had months to try it out, which is fantastic. I'm interested in what's the process now if an organisation has tried it out, maybe they've built some policies around drive management, so they'll have drive-based policies, but they've decided it's not really for them going forward, and they decide not to upgrade. Now that it's a chargeable product, what will happen to those policies?
Yeah, so fantastic. So the extended trial wasn't going to be as long as it was. We had a number of customers that we were working with that we wanted to make sure that we had that level of functionality in the product before we flipped it into a purchasable solution. And so we just decided, or I and the team decided, that we would give Patronum Plus capabilities to everybody, and just see what people did with the drive-based policies without having much signposting in the application. What I mean by signposting is when you create a particular policy, you know that it's a Patronum Plus policy. There'll be signposts to say you need to upgrade if you want this particular type of functionality. So one of the things that we've been working on and we just released is the new UI, and a lot of the Patronum Plus signposting was built into the new UI changes. So we wanted to wait until the new UI was available to provide that level of Patronum Plus signposting and upgrade capability, so that our customers can decide whether or not they want to go to Patronum Plus. But to answer your question around what happens to my policies, your policies will be suspended. So if you've got a policy that is running on your environment to check, does a particular file being shared with Gmail, what to do with those kind of things, those will be now suspended, and you'll have a button on the policy line that just says this particular policy is suspended, and if you want to activate that policy, you will then need to upgrade to Patronum Plus. And we're providing customers a pro-rated upgrade price for Patronum. So if you've subscribed to Patronum back in August, you could then upgrade to Patronum Plus today, but you would only pay from now until your August renewal of the Patronum Plus features, and then when it comes to your renewal, you then renew based on the new price for Patronum Plus, which incidentally is $16 per user per year. That will include Patronum and the Patronum Plus features. So yeah, again, our pricing is openly available on our website.
Yeah, very good. I think we will do a separate webinar session just on the upgrade process as well. I think it'll be useful to have that as a standalone video that people can come and find if they want to understand the process of upgrading and paying for the extra bits and pieces. Yeah. Yeah. So if people decide that Patronum Plus is not for them, what is it that they're going to miss out on? What will change when effectively they've had it for free for a while now? They're going to essentially get downgraded. What's going to change in the interface for them? What are they going to miss?
Nothing really. It'll just be that the policies that they created for file-based management, those will, like I say, those will be suspended, and there'll be an option to upgrade. Everything else inside the interface will remain exactly the same. So there's no negative impacts of not upgrading to Patronum Plus if your focus is purely around user management, user lifecycle management, onboarding, offboarding, email signatures, contact sharing. All those things will be still within the platform. The things that you will miss out in the future are the potential of some of our security features that we've got coming down. So the two main ones that we are currently actively working on, application management, as well as Google Admin Console settings, and providing you an interface to review your internal settings. So again, we've got some initiatives that we're going to be looking at this year in order to help the Google Workspace administrator from a security point of view. The email authentication option will still be part and parcel of the base product. That's in partnership with Redshift. In fact, we've got a webinar coming up for our community on the Redshift platform, which is all about email deliverability and those kind of things. But yeah, I mean, as you know, we're always looking at the functionality within the platform, and we're always wanting to be as fair to our customers as possible from what makes sense from a business point of view, which is why we haven't increased the price. We're not likely, or we're not wanting to increase the price of the base Patronum. If you are looking for drive management and drive compliance and drive governance, then Patronum Plus is really the platform that you need to be moving on to.
Okay, well, that all seems pretty clear. Anything else you want to add?
No. I mean, if anybody is interested in a brief retrial of the Patronum Plus features, reach out to the support team. Just have a chat with the team via the chat icon there at the bottom corner. Alternatively, just drop me an email, and we can activate your Patronum Plus just to extend those capabilities.
Oh, that's good to know.
A little bit longer. Again, we're trying to be as fair as possible when it comes to allowing people to get as much out of the platform as possible. We understand that there are alternatives in the market when it comes to drive compliance, and which is why we've priced the products at 16. We're again significantly cheaper than all the other solutions on the marketplace. But we've invested a significant amount of time, and providing the extended trial that we've done for everybody, that has been a huge.
Been a lot of value in that, I think.
On ourselves. So again, we've learnt a lot, and the customers that we've been working with, they've seen a lot of value in that extended trial, and now they're on the paid version of Patronum Plus. So nice quick webinar for everybody. Like I say, if you want to upgrade to Patronum Plus, you can do that straight through the products. We'll have another session on the upgrade path maybe next week or the week after. But for now, I think that's everything that we need to cover from this particular webinar. So again, I appreciate your time, Stuart. Thanks for.
You've done all the talking, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers.
Okay, thanks a lot. Take care, and thanks a lot, everybody, for joining this nice quick webinar on Patronum Plus.